Welcome back to the Shacknews Awards. We are here to deliberate on probably the weirdest award that we give out every year, and it gets weirder every year, which means this is the weirdest it's ever been. It's called the Best Strand Game of the Year. This is a concept that you either believe in or you don't. But Hideo Kojima claims when he made Death Stranding that he invented a new genre of game called a strand-based game. And David's about to face... Yeah, there it is.
You already lost, David.
And while Kojima said that, he didn't really provide any actual definition of what a Strand game was. He just stated that, Death Stranding is a Strand game. He's like, well, what makes Death Stranding a Strand game? He's like, oh, it's a Strand game. So it's like tautological logic that got us here. So it's really hard. It's hard for me to explain, but I think what it means is someone who has tried to play Death Stranding, I think it's about connecting people. I think it's about reconnecting worlds. It's about delivering packages sometimes. I think that's it. So it's connecting worlds by bringing around a really weird keychain that makes you do this floating dance every time that you talk to someone like Jeff Keighley or Conan O'Brien or I don't know, Guillermo del Toro. Like you talk to people, there's a little keychain, it connects the internet. There's basically Amazon is the government in that universe. So I don't know. It's about connecting people, right? Isn't that kind of the TLDR?
It's about connecting people and worlds and building bridges. Metaphorically, physically, mentally, emotional.
Literally. You literally build bridges in Death Stranding. Sorry, David. You just want to go. Go.
No, I was just going to say through terrible controls and impossible to read menus, but
it's just overly absurd progress menus. Like 3 or 4 pages of progress for just one package delivery. Yeah,
but these
that's
games,
accurate.
These nominees have good controls and legible menus, so
maybe they're not Strand games.
Well, I know, they meet the other criteria.
Maybe they're evolutions of this
there was nowhere to build it up.
This nascent genre of video game. Maybe these are the trailblazers of this nascent genre. Is that what you're getting at?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Here's the nominees. What an intro. Mario and Luigi Brothership, which is literally a game about reconnecting the world of Concordia, which had been unplugged because of some tree. I think that's accurate.
Close, sure.
RPG. Look, I try my best here. I watched the video, Ozzy. Anyway. A worthy nominee here. Death Stranding was released on Xbox this year. So we have Death Stranding nominated for Best Strand Game of the Year. I don't know how many years in a row this is, but every time they release it on a platform, you better believe they're going to get nominated for this. And that game has sold extremely well at this point now. So hate it as much as you like. The market has spoken. They want more Death Stranding, and Death Stranding 2 on the beach is going to be certifiably insane. If you thought the first one was crazy, he has positive market feedback to bring into this next one, David. So God help us.
But that's what I'm talking about. People only like him because they want to see what crazy thing he's going to do next. You know what I mean?
Electricity shooting out of a guitar? I'm in.
Yeah.
Sure. That sounds cool to me.
It's one art, please. That's how you buy that game.
There's a chance somewhere in there that we're going to get something like an MGS 2 or 5 out of it.
I'll be on board if that can happen.
I'm holding out hope, but man. Anyway, on to the next one. Cozy Grove Camp Spirit. I believe Cozy Grove has already won this category in the past, but this is
Cozy Grove is a defending champion.
This is the defending champion, Cozy Grove.
Cozy Grove won the first non-Death Stranding award for a Strand game. And I argued for it back then, and I'll argue for it now. It does the exact same things that I considered like Strand game back then for when it won the award. You are a camper of the Spirit Scouts whose whole job it is to help, I would say, troubled spirits with their problems and their baggage and help them move on.
They all happen to be bears.
Mm-hmm. And in this game, it's a similar thing. Like you end up in a small little campsite with just a handful of spirits to help out, but as you help them, more areas of the campsite like manifest with more characters. You get to meet them, you get to learn about them, and it's like the kind of game where you can't play it all in one session. It's got Animal Crossing vibes to it, where like once you do everything you can do for a certain character, they end up on like a kind of internal timer where you have to like come back the next day and visit them again to see what's new. And I've always kind of liked that about the game because it doesn't waste too much of your time. It like actually tells you like, all right, that's about enough for today. Come back tomorrow. And I appreciate it. But yeah, as far as Strand elements go, it's still doing all the stuff that I loved about the original, and even a little bit better with new and interesting characters. So yeah,
That's cool. But can you shoot sea urchins out of a magic wand?
no,
No, you can't. The next nominee you can, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Now, why the hell is this a Strand game? Well, it is literally about reconnecting a torn up Hyrule Kingdom. There are rifts all across the world. Even the hero of the franchise, Link, has been sucked into this nether region. Zelda reconnecting the world. It's also a Zelda origin story. So like you go throughout the kingdom of Hyrule and there's places that don't know who she is yet. So she literally is like building her own legend and connecting Hyrule. And all the reverence that people have for the princess and other entries in the series, be it the 3D or the top down, like it's not really present here because she's a young girl, but you get to see her go from that young girl to like a true leader, and there's a lot of Zelda mythology built around it. So it's cool to see an entry that actually has Zelda playable, but then what they did with the story I thought was quite fun and good. So yeah, I just realized that we might have another nominee here, guys. Is Sam Porter Bridges an Astrobot?
I believe so. I believe I did see his cameo bot.
yes,
He is. And isn't Astrobot about reconnecting that crash site?
I
It is.
pitched this like a couple weeks ago, and everyone said that I was nuts.
I'm just saying. I'll just throw it out here to the panel. Is Astrobot a Strand game?
Ah,
I don't think so. What do you think, TJ?
No? Okay.
you rebuild the ship, but like everything else is probably fine.
Okay.
Aren't
It's a
you
platformer.
rescuing things and like reconnecting them?
Yeah. Robots, each level.
Yeah.
Donna's
Are you
going to have an
connecting-
aneurysm.
Like you have a
Oh,
hub
yeah.
of the ship, and you're
You'll find-
literally like reconnecting, like saving and reconnecting these things, and
But are you
They
connecting the
don't,
worlds
uh,
together? Are
they
you
don't
connecting the
interact,
worlds
though.
together?
What's that, Sam?
I was saying, are you connecting the worlds together?
I don't think that it
No.
has to be worlds.
It's one
Yeah.
world. It's one world. It's basically Death Stranding. You're basically a glorified Amazon worker, but you also are working for AWS. It's like you're a delivery person and you work for AWS. That's basically Death Stranding, right?
Like Death Stranding is just one world. It's reconnecting people.
It's America.
But
Yeah.
you're also building roads to people and connecting people
Yeah.
physically so they can transport together. I don't know
Yeah.
if
I
Astrobot.
see what
I think in this category we probably could be a little bit interpretive because it's nonsense to begin with. So
No, I think. Look, first of all,
Hey, look, that was
Overruled. This is a very serious award and a very serious award show. I would be wearing this wig if it wasn't serious. So
Look,
first of all,
if-
how dare you say that this is a made-up award?
If the
It
judge
has
is
nothing
opening
to
this
do with
to the panel,
what is actually good. Anyway, I think we've kind of come to the decision that Astrobot is not really a Strand game. That's fine. I just wanted to throw it out there because I know this staff really likes voting for things that aren't Death Stranding. I wanted to give you another option. Anyway, those are the nominees. I think we already talked about them. This category is so stupid, but here we are. It's great.
overruled.
how do
Yeah,
I get overruled?
Sorry, my bad. It's not stupid. It's very
Redact that from
important.
the record.
Yeah.
You're wearing the
Redact
wig.
it.
Post Greg.
Hey, put on the record, it's stupid.
No, it's not stupid. It's very important. And whoever wins this should be very happy about it. So yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna? Should we vote?
Let's vote.
Okay.
Wait, we haven't talked about Brothership yet.
Oh,
The presumed winner here.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so yeah, sorry. We turned the nominee list into the talking about the game list. So
Yeah,
that happened.
All we've said about Mario and Luigi Brothership was you going like, oh, they all got divided because of a tree or something. And it's like,
Oh, they got
more to it
outlets
than
for
that.
faces. They got their faces are literal outlets that you can plug stuff into too.
which you
but-
plug into and connect them, what can be more Strand than that? But yeah, the story of Brothership is basically a villain has divided the giant continent of Concordia into a bunch of divided islands. And your objective is to reconnect these islands and the people of those islands. And as you connect the islands, you start to see more people come onto the ship. And you start to see them all mingle amongst each other. And towards the end of the game, you all see them come together for wedding festivals and all that good stuff. And you just start to see that world come back together. And at the end, everyone's happy and everyone's all united. And Mario and Luigi can go back to the Mushroom Kingdom where they belong. And yeah, you see that whole theme of unification come throughout that entire story. And if that's not a Strand game, then obviously I've never played Death Stranding, so what do I know?
I mean, you know enough to not play Death Stranding.
I sure do.
I'm saying,
That does not feel like an Aussie game.
What, Death Stranding?
Yeah.
It probably could be an Aussie game, but something about carrying a bunch of packages in a stack that topples over doesn't really appeal to me that much.
It's a Bill Lavoie game, and that's why I don't play it.
I think you've proven that you can power through tedium in video games after your Rebirth playthrough.
Sure can.
Wow.
Just saying, man. I don't know.
You also like Kingdom Hearts?
I
Story,
love
right?
Kingdom Hearts. Ain't nothing TV
I'm
about
not
Kingdom
here to piss off
I'm
Kingdom
sorry.
Hearts people every video.
Hey, Judge, we're out of order here.
Overruled, Sam. Overruled.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I really
Don't
like
hold
that
me
this
in contempt of court.
deliberation has taken on the chaos that is worthy of the award.
yes.
It's just all over the place. No one knows what's happening, just like a Strand game. Yeah.
Aussies dodging punches. Sorry, mate.
The asynchronous nature of the storytelling of this video, yeah, it's very Strand-like. I have to agree. Like I said, I'm White Wig Man for this episode or this video. Anyway, should we vote? Does
you
anyone
unite
want
the
to talk
world.
about this more?
You unite Concordia through the power of Luigi logic. Austin,
Lu-
what's better
look,
than that?
Look, I love Luigi logic. I think it's better than artificial intelligence. I would buy a Luigi GPT based on it, but yeah, I think you've made a very good case for the Mario Bros. Being a Strand game. And, I think part of what makes a Strand game is just absurd amounts of puns. And Brothership is full of puns. There's 100 puns in the first 30 minutes of that game.
It's dad jokes galore.
It's absurd. It's absurd the amount of dad jokes that you're going to encounter. Not saying that Kojima writes dad jokes, but he has a guy named
His game would be
Heartman,
better
and he
if
has
he
heart
did.
glasses, and he has anyway. Should we vote now, or just do people want to come in and talk more about this? We talked enough about Cozy Grove. And like I said, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, I think I'll probably talk about it more in other categories, but with respects to connecting the world of Hyrule, I think that's why they're here.
And the peoples of Hyrule, right? You bring the Zora tribes together.
Oh, healing a rap beef in 2024 between the Zora tribes? Really impressive stuff by Princess Zelda, for sure. So yeah, that is kind of like when you bring the weird dude his I don't know. I don't even want to tell you plot lines from Death Stranding. I'm just gonna leave that out. There's some really creepy stuff in Death Stranding, you guys. I'll throw it out there. Anyway, We're voting, right? Let's vote for the best Strand game. Where the hell is this on my list? Why can't I never
I
find it?
highlighted it.
Yeah, you highlighted it on the one thing, but not. I'm on my. I have a separate thing for my ballot. There we go.
Number 41. If you
Thank
can't
you.
find.
That is very helpful, actually. Thank you, Steve. I'm gonna start with you, Steve, because you helped me.
I'm going Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay. I'll go to you next, David.
Zelda.
Ooh. Wow, Mario and Zelda might cancel each other out here, and Death Stranding just gonna walk away with it. Donovan will stop this at all possibilities.
Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Mamma mia.
I'd like to point out that Donovan was the first one to make the case for Brothership as a Strand game.
Yeah, you went to the preview event, right, Donovan?
Yeah, they were given the demo, and as soon as they showed like the cutscene of the tethers connecting the ships, I was like, uh-oh. I was like, I know what this is.
I think I remember Donovan spearheading the first effort to dethrone Death Stranding as Strand Game of the Year.
Yeah,
probably. It's probably a full storyline you can follow. Just those.
Yeah,
videos.
there's an arc here.
It's actually the best Strand Game award videos are itself a Strand game. I just said that. Anyway, Greg.
Mario and Luigi Brotherhood.
That's not the name of the game.
It's Brothership, Greg.
It's almost the name of the game, Greg.
Almost.
It's pretty close.
Enough.
Nope.
That's better than synopsis.
Sorry.
There's a tree or
It's gonna
something.
count
I
as
don't
a
know. You have
different
to
game
go.
on the ballot unless you say it right. I'm sorry. This
Mario
is
and Luigi
2024
Brothership.
elections. Okay. Can I have your voter ID? Oh, you don't have one? I'm sorry. Anyway. TJ.
Echoes of Wisdom.
Were you playing a little bit more of that over the weekend?
I've had a lot of things to do, so I wasn't able to. But man, every time I go into that world, I grab a new thing that I just get to unleash on everything else, and that's the funnest part. Is you get the things and you just go see where they fit into every other part of the world.
Yeah, the expansion of the battle chest as you play through it is, I think, the best part.
I think it was Sam that cracked the joke of the snake goes in the square hole, like that meme about the putting the square peg in every single shape.
Yeah. That's outstanding. Ozzy, I'm guessing you're gonna vote for Mario here.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for Brothership and do it for Connie and Technicky and the Idle Crew and everyone else on board the ship. Why can't I remember the name of the darn ship?
Even Snoutlet?
Not Snoutlet.
Yeah, I thought you hated Snoutlet. Most people hate Snoutlet. Anyway, sorry, where am I on this? Bill,
I'm a purist. I still.
While I accept that Astrobot is not a Strand game, I would like to say one final point that it did reconnect me to my PlayStation 5.
There you go.
And I think it reconnected a lot of people to their PlayStation 5.
Over
but
a million.
With that in mind,
over a million people. Yeah.
Zelda.
Huh.
And that goes against me, like, almost voting for Cozy Grove because of bears, but Zelda.
There are cool bears.
Almost had me, TJ. Maybe if you talk more about the bears.
Yeah.
There are no bears in Death Stranding. That's a problem. Maybe he'll put them in Death Stranding too on the beach. Sam.
I don't understand what's happening here. Like, it's Death Stranding on Xbox. Like, it's,
Thank you. Thank you.
What's going on? It's in the name, everybody. What is happening?
It's literally the first Strand game on the
Xbox.
The number one Microsoft console of the current generation.
It's connecting Xbox with PlayStation and one of the best games ever released on the platform. Like, what's happening? Guys, are we thinking about
Death Stranding?
I said what I said. These words left my mouth.
You know what happened? He is the namesake of the main character.
Exactly.
He has love for fellow Sams.
Look, I've got to represent the Sams out there.
He's representing for the Sams out there. And you're going to do it probably in a futile effort here, Sam. I think we are outnumbered, buddy. don't think we have an absentee ballot for this one. But I'll make it easy enough. Let's see. We have Zelda. I could do something really funny here and
Do
get
it.
Sam.
Oh,
It'll open the door to Sam having to choose. I'm going to vote for Zelda. And now we have let's see, Mario 1, 2, 3, 4 to Zelda 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a tie, 4-4. And Sam, the only person here to vote for Death Stranding for the Strand Game of the Year 2024.
Remember when you broke my heart, Sam?
yeah.
You didn't vote for Stalker for Best Open World.
Yeah, what did you vote for just now?
Zelda.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I can't connect the two sides here. So I'm going to have to go for Zelda. I'm going to do
Zelda? What have I done? I cannot believe what just happened here.
I was halfway through the graphic. I thought it was done and dusted. I have to go back. That's what I get.
I changed my mind. I love this category. This is great. What a story.
The category was better than the
Zelda.
original inspiration for the category, right, David?
Yes,
Every
it is.
year adds a new layer to the Strand game lore.
The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom is our best Strand game of the year 2024. Wow. Anything's possible here.